Hi guys, it's me again. Today I want to go through file management because I think it is probably the most important thing when it comes to implementing sounds is being able to access them. So what I've got here is a folder with really bad naming convention. In fact, there's not really a naming convention at all. So some start with numbers, some with words. So there's no continuity there at all. So what we're going to do is go through and show you how I would tidy it up. So let's have a listen to the files. So with that, yep, it's just clearly an arrow shoot or shot. So just rename it simply arrow underscore shoot. That's it, done. Just for this because it's going to be in a folder. So what's this? So this is just a construction soundscape. So construction underscore soundscape. With this one, because it's a soundscape, I'm actually going to write the duration, so 2 minutes. Just because I'll probably use it for some bit of ambience. So just breaking it up with underscores makes it a bit easier. Let's have another look. Cool. So this one, just cannon shots. Nope. I'll just put mul for multiple, just so I know from quick reading it. So that's what I'd go through. So for example, there's what I would do now. Taking into consideration, we'll say that these are all done. I would actually make multiple folders, even though they're named fine. So cannon, cannon, god damn it. So literally drag all your cannon shots, cannonball, cannon, cannon multiple, into its own folder. Just mainly so then if I go to look for the cannon shots, even if I search the computer, it'll be in a folder called cannon. So that's handy. And that's just the way I do it. I've talked briefly before about naming conventions for libraries. So this is mainly for my computer, for my personal use, but I've made libraries before, and if you're making a library, this is an example of how I did mine. So let's just find it. Here's my library. So starts horror library. So the horror sound library, as I called it, at the end. So HSL. So put the number at the end, just so I know how many sound effects I actually have, because it was a finished library. Then back on to breaking the folders up by name. So blood, there's 73 blood sounds. So clicking on that, there's 32 blood drips and 41 squelches. Go into squelches, for example, and that's them all there. So this is where the naming convention comes into it. They're just versions. So version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on, so on, so on. In a previous video, I went over very quickly, but with sound cues, you can have multiple sounds into the Unreal Engine, and then we can go from there and implement, or it'll randomly play that sound in that location. So say for example we've got a scene where there needs to be squelching noises, but you don't want, every time it plays, you don't want the same sound. I know by looking at this, because they're all versions of the same sound source, I mean because I've recorded them, but I know because of the version, I could literally drop all of these into an engine or into the sound cue and randomly play them, and I know they would work because they're version numbers. Now, if they wouldn't work, like for example the blood drips, it's different. So as you say, Squelch just goes straight to 1 to 41, where the blood drips break up. So there's seven multiple drips, but they're all, that's this one that bounced. So there's an engine ready and a WAV file, but I can use any of them versions. Yeah, there's a better example. I can use this version for blood drips. Saying that, because it's a drip, it could be anything. It could be water. But with the versions at the end, I know that it'll work in a sound cue. It's a good bit of housekeeping to get into whenever you're trying to manage your own files, because it's very easy to be bombarded with tracks called Audio 1 or something 6, just random noises where you'll have to go in and actually listen to the track. Even if it is a sound effect, it's still taking time out of your workflow just to listen to a bit of audio. So the fact that I can read this and literally, if I wanted to, drag these all into the engine, I know it'll work. So yeah, just thought I'd run through my workflow for file management and how important it is. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and just any more questions, just ask away and we'll do another video on it. So thank you very much.